Hey guys, it's Average Joe, welcome back to the channel. And today we're taking a look at the Hangar Studios 713 American Champion Super Decathalon. Now, it comes from the very famous stable of American Champion aircraft, including the Stabria. And this is powered by a 180 horsepower Lycoming engine, giving it about 135 max, 125 cruise, stalls clean at about 46 knots. It's capable of +6 to -5 G aerobatic stress, meaning it's fantastic for aerobatics and aerobatic training. And this little beauty, of course, is the first review aircraft I can tell you, categorically, is coming to Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. And the upgrade will cost you a whopping nothing. It will update to 2024 for free. You have it from me first, so you can buy it now. Support a great developer. His Navions are fantastic. I will tell you, I was sent a copy of this by the developer. It retails at $20, $19.99. It will be on the marketplace, and it is on his website. Link in the description. So it is coming to Xbox, and an exclusive, of course, for the Xbox people. It will come with an exclusive copy of the PMS 650 in-game panel that you can use. So it will have the PMS panel, the in-game panel, included, bundled with this. Fantastic, right? Let's go take a look at the aeroplane. Now, I do like me a small aeroplane. And this is, in fact, a small aeroplane. And I have the checklists on the screen. They're always fun to have there. Now, it's not a particularly complicated aircraft, but it has been built very well. And if it's anything like his Navions in the past, which, for the record, I purchased myself, the detail level is all where it needs to be. I even like the dedication to the wear and tear underneath the aircraft. That's nice. Now, these liveries are 8K, so they're very sharp. As you can see here, super sharp. And I do appreciate the fabric ribbing appearance on the wing's surface. Of course, combination of metal and fabric for the wings, of course, their body being metal. Rudder and control surfaces are fabric. Now inside, this is the analog version. There's a version with a glass panel if you sure want it. Of course, I show you there, and all the liveries included. Tons of options for you there. As you can see, we have Captain Whiskers in the back seat with us. He's visible. You want to change any of these things, you go to here. Now, smoke controls, we've got cargo netting for the back there, if we don't want it. We can even make our pilot visible and turn on the harnesses, so they are... That's not a view I want to give you guys very often. Turn that off. So you can have those visible over your pilot figure, or flat on the seat, out the way. Now here are tie downs, you can swap out the actual GPS screen there. And there's all our aircraft tied down. Get rid of those here. Close that down. Now doors here. Nice and simple. Windows here. Would you like doors and windows? To me, they're a big deal, okay? Shush. Want to bail out in a hurry? Emergency door release. Or take the whole thing off, should you want to. So, let's get our mixture in there. Our prop is going to be in. Be a quarter forward here. Make sure our fuel is in. So fuel is down there. That's in. Make sure our parking brakes are on. They are. It's up here. Up here to our electrics. Battery to on. Left ignition on. There we go. And we actually start on a single ignition for this aircraft. There we go. Alternator, avionics, and right, ignition 2. All those taken care of nice and simple. Pull our window closed whilst we're at it. And I wondered why the world is quiet, because I only have one of my earphones in. Which of course will make the world, arguably, ow, as I pull things out of my head, a lot quieter. Now it's cool that this is going to be the first aircraft. Obviously we know a lot of aircraft are coming to 2024. But it is very cool to know categorically this one is coming to 24 and it will have a free update. Because to me, including the aircraft in the sim is cool, but knowing how much it's going to cost us is even more important. I'm not a massive fan of the extra wear and tear on the actual reinforcing rods in front of me. I think it's a little excessive there. Everything else looks pretty good. I like the texturing in the aircraft, it looks decent. I just don't like the extra kind of large weathering there. Trying to find out where I'm going here. I think I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm going the right way. Tail draggers, am I right? There we go. No, I just think it's a bit much on there. I think it's just a lot, you know? Like, this is a lot. Take her out for a quick spin here, though, and see how she goes. Ha! Spin, aerobatic aircraft. Funny joke, is it not? Now here at Orbx's Bella Coola here in British Columbia. No flaps for takeoff. Don't need any flaps at all. Get that tail up there. See where I'm going for the first time. And up and away. No challenge whatsoever in this aircraft. My head's flopping around. Not something I thought I'd ever say. Very responsive aeroplane. Pull some of that power out. Very, very nippy. Controls are very snappy and clean. Love that, actually. Quite impressive. Take her up, up. About a 45-degree climb here. Nose down. Let's see what she can do, shall we? Whee! Down we go again. Nicely responsive. Its snap from the roll is very, very predictable. I like that. Oh, she did not like trying to go back from the roll. Got a little bit too snappy too quickly. Got a bit of altitude here. We'll go for a loop. We'll bring her around to do that. So it's over the field. Very nimble aeroplane. I do like that about it. But, of course, there's no reason why we couldn't see other aircraft from this line, from this developer. Who knows whether there'll be add-ons to this existing American Champion project. He did do multiple versions of Navion. I personally would love to see a Scout. The Scout being the more bush-friendly version of this aircraft. So, I'd totally love to see that. Okay, and not exceed our VNE there. There we go. Loop succeeded. We'll go for an inverted loop, perhaps. This... Well, I got it. Shouldn't have been successful. Should not have been successful at all. We're going to take her in and land, and we'll go and get the more modern cockpit variant of this aircraft and see how she looks. So it's a kind of a downwind there. We'll call it downwind for the sake of argument. And we'll bring her around and bring her in. Now, of course, no flaps in this aircraft, so you are landing with basically what you've got here. So nothing too complicated. There we go. Bring her around here. But landing clean at 46 knots, not exactly a problem. That's 60, so we've got plenty of room still to play with here. We'll idle that out. Arguably, we're slightly on the fast side of things right now. Let's ditch some of this speed. I'm dead. Perfect time to go get the glass cockpit version, don't you think? Because I ploughed a huge trough into the ground because I was trying to get smart on final. So here is, of course, the version with the G3X touch, we also have the 650 panel in there too. Down here with all our mod cons and touchy doodahs. So really cool to actually physically include that in the aircraft. Now, let's get ourselves out of here. I am determined to make amends from that cocked up landing. Oh, a little bit of pulled right down, initial thrust. Do a squeak the stall horn. Yeah, no, my big criticism of the aircraft is just the extra texturing on that structuring frame around the windshield. That, I think, is a bit too much. As you can see here, it's part of what helps to maintain the aircraft structure. But it's just too much, I think. Different livery, of course. Here, this kind of coral and teal looked better in the picture, but just my personal preference of colours. Of course, electronics not up there now. They're on the panel in front of you, see? All there. So the layouts are obviously more complicated than just a simple case of, oh, we'll swap around the avionics. There's quite a lot of stuff in the cockpit, which is nice to have. And we'll do this approach without a door. Now, unfortunately, no difference in sound there. And the window doesn't want to be open. Okay, so it forces itself closed in the wind. Neat. Yeah, would have liked to have had more kind of wind noise, but I do quite like seeing the actual exhaust, though, going past the side door of the aircraft there. Exhaust right here, so seeing it come past the door is quite cool. We've got to have the door off for some nice visuals is quite cool. Now, messing around on landing means you end up making mistakes. I make mistakes. I'm not afraid of them. I'll show you them. I'm a big girl. I can handle it. Right, so bring the power back here. We're going to be a bit too high, and losing the speed will take a bit of work, so I will slip us down a bit here, but it's quite sharp in the slip. There we go. Ditch some as we get down towards the river. And that should be about enough. We'll use that back to straight. There's our approach direction. About 70 something right now. Bit of power here. Hold the nose up. Now, no flaps, as I mentioned in the previous run. So, something you do have to get a bit used to. 50 something, well, 60 something there. So we'll give it a trim here, keep that nose attitude right, where we want it. Bleed that speed off here through 60 knots down to the 50s. We'll keep it about 58 to 60. There we go. Let's get my neck craned up a little bit here. Bring the power back there now. She's responsive on the throttle, but she does like to drop a wing though once you get too low to the stall point. So that's one thing to keep aware of. If you're going to get this thing slow, she will drop a wing. The nose is quite hard to see over a little bit here at this angle, but that's okay. Oh god, we came in way steeper than I thought here. Let's repeat my mistake, shall we? Oh, and we're off to one side there. Well, let's go back the other way. It's fine. Nothing wrong at all. Looking like a flying clown show here. I promise I'm not normally this bad. It's 3 in the morning. I'll make up with the landing. It was kind of made up. This is my flying. It's 3 in the morning. You'll forgive me. It has been a very, very long day. And I honestly say I do like the aircraft. I think it's well made. I think it's quite well modelled. The textures are sharp. Apart from that, the actual structural frame there, you can see it on the side where the windows are, and in the door frame here and in front of us. It's just too extreme. Or it's too low res compared to the rest, because it's just a bit much. I think without that, or with that toned down a lot, it would look pretty much great. I'd be perfectly happy with it. It's the one thing. The one thing. Texture-wise, at least. The flight model is good. I'm just sloppy right now. The fact I can correct that, I'll call as a win. But dear gosh, taxiing this is a bit of a pain. Because that nose is surprisingly high up, considering where you're sitting. There we go. Sit myself up a tad here. Get a booster cushion. That helps matters slightly. But overall, a good looking aircraft with a cool list of features, good options, tons of liveries. and compatibility will be going forwards. I think if he updates it and kind of tweaks that frame texture, I think we'll be in with a W here. Certainly a very nice looking aeroplane with tons of abilities to do things. And for the price point, you get 3 aircraft variations, more than a dozen liveries, future proofing and free update. Seems like a fair price, actually. Yeah, even with this, I think it's distracting personally. Some of you may like it, I just find it distracting, but that's just me. Now hopefully you'll fly it a lot better than I did. But yeah, I think we made up for what looked like a crash and turned it into a landing, which is apparently my usual style, so we'll leave it there. There we go, pull to a stop here. Put the parking brake on for us here. And yeah, the coral's growing on me slightly. It does look like the 80s threw up. But hey, I think it suits it in its own way. Thanks for watching. Bye!